Good morning everybody, and we are back in a tractor. Today we are starting to prepare the fields for your asparagus. This is how it's made. So today what we are doing is we are ackering, and that at the moment you can see across here, these are all the old asparagus beds. All we're doing is turning up the soil from the sides and fluffing it up and putting that soil on the top, because over time, so asparagus is a 10-year crop, so you plant it, you leave it for 2 years, second year you ridge it up, and that's when we can pick it, because over time what you call the crown of the asparagus, that's like the seed, the start of it. Over time that crown will start to creep up and up and up and up, so we have to put it into these deep beds where the asparagus will then grow through. It creates a thicker spear when it's in the bed because it's got more soil to push through, so it has to be thicker, because otherwise what happens is if you leave it a flat field, the spears will grow up, start off thick and then get thinner and thinner and thinner, which isn't what we want. So as you can see, we're just flicking up. We've got two rotors here. We've got one to the left and one to the right. You can probably just see there and there. We'll get out and have a look a bit later on. There are two of us working in this field, and you can see him just over there. But I mean, what a view we have got today. This is one of the reasons why I just love what I do. This doesn't feel like work to me. This is just something that I enjoy, because we get to see different scenery every day. Like, at the moment we are working over at Trotton, which is just south of Rogate. Now with the beds, we want to put a lot of fresh loose soil on the top. It's been quite a challenge at the moment because it's still quite wet. There is still some water laying in these fields, but because we're up on the South Downs, we got quite nice sandy soil, so it drains quite quickly. Normally we would have started this back in February. We're now end of March and we've only just really started. So the setup of this tractor, we have a front rotavator. I'm not going to go too close to it because the engine's still running, but you can just about see we're just skimming the top of it, because this here is all the old asparagus. So if we dig down into the bed, we should find the crown. So that there, I don't know if you can just about see it, is the crown. Literally just there. So we're going nowhere near that, because if we damage the top of the crown, then the asparagus won't grow, and obviously it being a 10-year crop, that's pretty detrimental if we're going down all the whole field, breaking the crowns on the top. But yeah, so that's the old asparagus. That gets topped off in, well, when did we do that? January I think. And then this is the finished bed. So as you can see, we're literally just dumping a load of nice fresh soil on top of it, because basically all this like green stuff here that's growing back up, once these spears start growing, we're not allowed to spray the asparagus, because obviously once it starts growing, it's a very quick crop. Like if you get some of these larger fields that take you a few days to get across, by the time you finish the field you can then see the new asparagus growing. It's that quick. The season will start in April, so we're literally right on the cusp of it. This is why when we're doing this, we want to be doing this earlier on in the year, because now we really are chasing our own tails. But that's what we're doing today. That's what we're probably going to be doing for the rest of the week now. Sun is out, it is warm, I'm in my t-shirt. I'm not the biggest fan of these tractors. If anyone knows me, I am very much Blue, New Holland, John Deere. They're okay, but I think they're a lot of money for what they are. But no, we're not in a workshop, it's not raining, not to do with bees, but this is the first job really of field work of the year for us. This is what I do away from my farm, so this isn't to do with my farm. I work for another farm. This is just a nice glimpse of the start of what I want to achieve on this YouTube channel. It's just to make you guys aware of how British food is made. It has been a struggle already this year, and it's only just started. To say this job should have been done in February, it's now end of March, so it's not easy. It's quite a labour intensive crop as well, so when you do see it in the supermarket it's quite expensive, but a lot of that cost doesn't come to us. The supermarkets dictate what we sell our own product for. You name me any other industry where the buyer sets the price. It's unheard of, isn't it? So when you see some sweet corn in the supermarkets that are going for like £1.20 or whatever for 2 cobs, we get 23, it's either like 23 or 25p per cob, and you know that's even with us packaging it. It's, I don't know, it's a very backwards thing, to be honest. Like, so this is why British farmers are struggling, because we get everything dictated to us. We know how much it costs to grow the crop, we know how much work it is involved to grow that crop, yet the supermarket's saying no, you can do it for this. Okay, with rising fuel costs, fertiliser costs, spray costs, you know, make no secret, we're not an organic farm. This farm isn't an organic farm. Organic farming cannot sustain the growing population. This is the trouble. Everything costs money, and the supermarkets just aren't budging. This is the problem. It's also another reason why, like, you see all these supermarkets, I'm not going to name any, but you see a load of supermarkets saying, oh yeah, we back British quality. I then go in there, look at the labels, and it's like produce of Spain. You think, no, that's not British. But because it's packed in the UK, they can then sell that as a British product. So things do need to change, because it is getting more and more difficult for us. This is why I have to work on another farm, because my family farm can't sustain me full time. You know, I don't get paid for anything that I do on the farm. All the honey that we make goes straight back into the pot. We don't see it. I don't see any of that. Dad doesn't see any of that. But yeah, it's very difficult for us. This is why I try my best to buy British where I can. Like, yes, it's more expensive, but I understand where that expense is going. Which is why I think it is important for this channel to try and reach out how your food is made, basically. That's it for today's video. I hope you've learn a little something about the asparagus. I'm sorry if it's a little bit rushed. It's just we are like proper against time this year, so I kind of want to try and get as much done as possible, and I've also got to concentrate about what I'm doing, because that's what happens when you don't concentrate. I was meant to bloody do that one in there, now I've left two. Hopefully he does both of them, because he might get a little bit confused why I left two. Because the trouble is I can't go into the next one because my wheelings, you can just about see, they hit both the beds, and we don't want any wheelings left on the beds at all. But anyway, that's beside the point. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy what you saw, please do give it a like, it helps us out massively. Hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell, gives you notifications of when video goes live. Yeah, it just helps us out massively, and I'm actually starting to enjoy doing this now. I think I kind of got the crack of it. Editing's a little bit boring, but making the videos isn't too bad. And when you're doing content like this, how can you not love it? Absolute quality. But as I say, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Might be another beekeeping video, because hopefully the weather is now staying with us. It's getting warmer, so we might start thinking about putting supers on if the colony needs the space. Whether or not we do any checks is another matter. I know we'd definitely be able to do some checks today. 16 degrees today, so we'll just have to see what the weather kind of has in store for us. But who knows? Might be another farming video. Let us know in the comments what you do enjoy. If you'd like to learn more about the farming or the beekeeping, just let me know so I can create what you want. Just makes it a little bit easier for me, rather than thinking up stuff that isn't working. I'd rather know straight away, to be honest. But as I say, if there's anything else you'd like to know, asparagus is just one crop of many that we grow here. There will be more of other crops. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.